Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. A special thanks to all our owners and followers for all the support of last season. I think next season's looking bright and I think we'll even be stronger.
David, this is our last preview for 2015. I know you're one to always be looking forward, but let's reflect on the calendar year that's been. Almost 14 million in prize money, multiple Group 1 wins and multiple Group 1 placings. How did you assess the year?
I thought it was a good coming out year. I think it's our best year. It's our first really big year based at Euroa. I think all our processes are in place. Tom's been giving me great support up here at Lindsay. And there were some big highlights, probably Criterion's win in the Queen Elizabeth, Australia's richest weight for age race, and then his consequent fantastic spring, unlucky in the Melbourne Cup, Cox Plate performance, and a brilliant first up win in the Caulfield Stakes. He's an outstanding horse. The emergence of a star in Stay With Me, I think she'll be an elite filly by one of my favourite mares, Miss Finland. And of course Spillway and Extra Zero Quinella in the Australian Cup last year. Really exciting performance. Unfortunately Spillway has done a suspensory and won't be racing again. But a lot of placings in big races and a lot of good consistent performances across the board, and I think we can build on it this year.
What are you most excited about for 2016?
I like my fillies Sacred Eye, Stay With Me, and of course the new acquisition Risque from New Zealand. I think we'll be very strong in the fillies division. I've got a nice progressive 3-year-old and Extra Choice that I'm looking forward to, and of course Criterion, whatever he runs in, he's very hard to beat in Australia. And of course Kina Ray, whose spring was outstanding, and I think he'll build on it in the autumn in the sprints. And
we're just behind the planning board here, David. Can you just give us a run through of how that works?
Yeah, basically this is in the office, the working office of the stable, and myself and Ryan Moore and Tom are consistently putting up names of horses in all the races where we race in Adelaide, Melbourne and Sydney, and it's just an ideas board, and then we pick out the most suitable races for the horses. We spend a lot of time staring at this board.
Okay, let's now look forward to racing on Saturday, Boxing Day at Caulfield. Race 2, first starter Observed, runs over the 1100, drawn barrier 10 of 10.
Yes, he's a horse we bought out of the Magic Million breeze up sale, and he's eligible for the Magic Millions. A win here, you never know, he might be back in Queensland in a couple of weeks. I think he's more of a 7 furlong horse, drawn awkwardly, but capable of running well.
And Ring the Bell runs in race 3, steps up to the 2000 with Damien Lane aboard.
Yeah, I just like a barrier. I like her back at Caulfield and back in class a bit, and each way chance.
Last start winner Golden Mane runs in race 7 over 1800 with Dylan Dunn to ride.
Big weight, but the informed Dylan Dunn's claim, who rode him brilliantly last start, it's got to be hard to beat.
Firehouse Rock also runs in race 7, Ben Mellum to ride.
Yeah, tricky horse from a wide barrier, but he saves his best form for Caulfield, and Ben's a very good rider who'll time his run. You just have to time the run to perfection on him.
Pago Rock drawn out in 15 in race 8 over 1200.
Yeah, disappointing gate. The old boy can pull out a good race at Caulfield. He'd be a genuine long shot chance.
2 runners in the 9th over 1700 at Caulfield, starting with Jacquinot Bay, who's drawn out in 16.
Yeah, and look, if it rains, it mightn't be a problem being out there. The horse is in form, has hit form this time last year, and I don't think he's too far away from finding his form again. But an awkward gate if it's dry. And Tashby's the informed horse who was very, very dominant at Flemington the other day, and looks like he's gone on with it. Probably a little trial at the distance.
Lotion runs in Adelaide on Saturday, race 5 over a mile.
Tricky horse. We're going to change his riding tactics, ride him off the pace and see if we can get him running on. He looks particularly well and his track work is excellent.
And 2 runners in Sydney at Randwick. Impressive last start winner Highland Beat runs in the first over 1200.
Yeah, on trial for the Magic Millions. Just unfortunately hasn't won quite enough money to get in. So we're hopefully going to earn a bit of money this weekend to ensure he gets a run in the $2 million Magic Millions in a couple of weeks.
And Either World runs in race 9 over 1400 with Sam Clipperton to ride.
Yeah, he's been very consistent. Great to see him win last start. He's always good each way odds. His track work's been good between runs, but if it is heavy, he's a doubtful starter, but I don't think it will win.
Best of the weekend for you?
I like Golden Mane. I think he's in very good form.